Taoiseach, on the 14th of July, I raised with you the gross abuse of power by retired Kerry Judge James O'Connor. I explained how he had abused his position to persistently and completely inappropriately pursue a vulnerable woman who was before his court on a family law matter for a sexual relationship. Over the summer, I was contacted by another woman who told me a very similar story relating to the same judge. She was again before him on a family law matter. He approached her repeatedly, he got her number, and then he persistently pursued her. There were multiple incidents. I won't go through all of them. I'll just quote one incident she told me about. She said, "He rang me another day and said he had stuff for my case. He told me to meet him at the back door of the courthouse. I went to the back door. He was waiting. He said he didn't have the paperwork with him. He brought me in there to get the paperwork. Then he lunged at me. I pushed him and left. He obviously felt he could have done anything he wanted to." That's Miss B in Michael Clifford's story in the Examiner today. There's also a Miss C. There's clearly a repeated pattern of abusive behaviour by James O'Connor. The question is, what is the government going to do to stop this sort of thing happening again?
I think this is a very serious issue that the Deputy has raised. And as you know, the first case, when I read up on it and so on, it went to GSOC. The existing mechanisms and investigative authorities have not been in a position to bring this to the conclusion that one would anticipate it should be. Now, governments on their own don't, engage in the operational side of prosecution and so on like that. But the issue does raise very serious issues that I will be consulting with others on in terms of how we now take it and deal with this. But there's an overall issue that the Oireachtas and the executive cannot investigate every single case. So there's a real issue here in terms of the authorities and in terms of how diligent assertions of this kind and allegations of this kind are followed through and dealt with comprehensively, because they haven't been dealt with comprehensively in this case. So I am very concerned about it and what I've been reading today in respect of the articles that you've referenced. And I'll give further consideration to this and revert to the Deputy.
Thank you, Taoiseach.